this is Allison, and I'm so excited that you found the fast track and how to get your feed wet. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process of this fast track pretty quick, but you'll see down below that there are modules that break it down piece by piece. I just wanted this to be an overall big kind of a roadmap to help you to get to your end goal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the 12 steps that are involved in this fast track. And if you're like, oh my gosh, 12 steps seems like a lot, you guys, hang on. One of the steps has to do with eating donuts. Like, I think it's required. Now, if you're gluten-free, there are gluten-free donuts out there too. So enough excuses, let's get started. Okay, so here's what I want. I want you to be able to pay off the majority of your course and start building your brand by week 4. And I don't want you investing a ton of money on product. Reach out right now and pinky promise me, like put it up in the air that you are not gonna spend a lot of money. Do not do this. Don't spend money you don't need to. What I want you doing is testing the product first. I know this goes against what so many people say about how you need to spend a lot of money in e-commerce, but I'm here to tell you and to break that down that that is not the way to go. All right, so here we go. Here is the trail that I'm going to take you on. Number 1, join the 0 to 100K system. Guess what? You already did it. You're already in here. You're already an official member of the Because I Can clan. When you join the 0 to 100K system, and then I'm going to take you on this journey to where you make your first dollar online, and we call that #ClanWin. Now, if you post that over in the private Facebook group, then there might be something headed your way in your mailbox. We all have a surprise in snail mail, right? And I'm guessing you might be able to tell what it is, but you have to promise me you'll keep it a secret and you'll act super surprised when it arrives on your doorstep. And then we keep growing to the 10 Grand Clan, and yes, post that in the group too, and then there are additional presents that arrive on your doorstep. And like I said, you have to promise me you're gonna act surprised. And then we have the 50 Grand Clan and the 100 Grand Clan, the journey to help you get to your $100,000. All right, so let's talk about the reason why I absolutely love e-commerce. Number 1 reason is that you can do this in your pajamas. I'm not kidding. When I was a young mom, oh my gosh, for me to be able to get out of my pajamas by 5 was like a miracle because I had 4 babies at my feet. I could barely get anything going. And that is one of the beauties of e-commerce, is it just runs and you don't have to be the face of it. You can let it run while you're at work or while you're volunteering for your kids' school, while you're sleeping, while you're in Disneyland. You don't have to attend to it every single second. And I think that is one of the beauties, is you literally can stay behind the computer in your pajamas where you don't have to do a ton on social media. Now, as you grow, I will show you ways to incorporate social media, but at this point in your e-commerce journey, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And then the best part is you don't even have to wear a bra or knickers. I had to include the men in this too, if you don't want to, because guess what? No one even knows. So get comfortable, because these 12 steps are going to lead you down your journey and make this your reality. But here's the deal. You have to put in the work. You have to do it. It's one thing to just look at it and say, oh, that's nice. And it's another thing to go out and get it. And you will see over in the 0 to 100K group, people posting their clan wins all the time because they are making this happen. They're going out there, they're putting in the effort and energy and reaping the rewards. Okay, so here is a note. So I want to do a couple notes on this fast track. Now, you will notice that I have a map for you. You will see it if you haven't already seen it already. You've got 3 columns in there. We're working on the just starting column. This is the fast track. This is the one that's going to help you get cash in the fastest and help you get your feet wet, so you can learn how this whole process works. Okay, so here we go. This fast track can bring you in about $50 to $300 on an average sell. This is not the $3,000 to $7,000 days. That is in the rest of the course. What we're working on right now is getting you those fast wins to help you build your confidence, to help you see how this process works, and then you'll start working into $3,000 to $7,000 days. All right, this is all that some people do. And you know what? They're super happy here, where they've sold $77,000 to $129,000 in a year. My sister Annie, she actually did the same process over and over and over again in her 9 months, and she ended up with $129,000 a year. So some people are super happy here, but some people want to take it to the next step and to grow. All right, this is not for brand building. If you are coming in here thinking that you want your name to be the brand and like have this big, huge brand, this fast cash to track, say that 5 times fast, is not the way to build a super strong brand. What it is, it's help you to get cash flow coming in so you have money to start building your brand. And it's not a very long sales plan. Your brand, your building, that's your super long sales plan. Now, again, it will help you learn the trends, importing, shipping, and getting that cash flowing. And this will be rolling as you start building your brand the rest of the course. So there we go. There's my little separation on this fast track and what it all entails. Okay, so here are the 12 steps right here. And to the right, you can see that this is the map that I was talking about earlier. So it's got steps 1 through 11. There's actually a glitch. The one that you will see will actually have a number 12 on there. Number 10 was actually skipped, and that is vital, and you'll find out why in just a second. So there are 12 steps, and look, it's laid out for you. Number 1, what to do. Number 3, 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, all the way down. And then it even helps you if you get stuck. Okay, was your order accepted? Yes, great, do this. Was your order accepted? No. Okay, let's figure out why and then redo it again. Like, this is your roadmap to help you knock this out of the park. So here we go fast on the 12 steps. Set up your business properly, find the trending products, order samples, take pictures, price your products, submit to deal sites, order a small quantity, confirm date of sell, sell your products, and this is the one that was missing. This is the one that I think is so vital. You need to celebrate. You need to celebrate when you sell your products, whether it is with donuts or whether it's an ice cream cone or just out to the movies or out for a walk. Celebration is a huge part of growing and succeeding. And that's why we have the 0 to 100K group. Another reason is so that we can celebrate your clan wins. You've worked hard. Let us celebrate you. So that's number 10 right there. Number 11, ship your products. And then, woohoo, number 12, get the money. We love getting paid, right? Okay, so here we go with step number 1. All right, you need to set up your business. Like, I'm sorry that the government makes us do everything under rules and laws. Like, we just have to have it, right? Could you imagine the chaos if we didn't have those things set up? You have to get your business license. All right, you can either do a sole proprietor or an LLC. With an LLC, you need an EIN. Here's a little hint for you. Do not pay for your EIN. That is free. There's businesses out there that are going to try and charge you for your EIN. In lesson 1, I take you step by step on how you should do that. And then we also brought in a lawyer. I will link it to that so you can see that too, where he talks about the differences. I know there's a lot of people in California that are going with the sole proprietor due to the expenses of an LLC. Now, I'm not a lawyer, as you guys know. I am an entrepreneur and a marketer. And so if you have any questions, you need to ask like specific questions. Make sure you contact a lawyer. A lot of them will give you their first appointment for free. You can just talk to them on the phone for free. But anyway, so go over there and get your number 1 business license set up so you're #official. Number 2, set up a separate bank account. You and your future accountant will thank me later. You want to keep everything separate. It's easier at the end of the year, taxes, all that stuff. Please keep them separate. And then you need to pick a name. Well, you actually probably need to pick a name before you set up your EIN and your LLC. But anyways, this whole thing, you need to pick a name for your business. And you know what? Who cares if it stinks? Do you know how many business names I've chosen that stink? Yeah, it doesn't matter. 2 weeks down the road, you decide to change it, go for it. You can do it with what's called a DBA, and it only costs like $15, $20. Well worth it. One of the biggest companies that I've ever owned that I just recently sold, the name was Pick Your Plum. That's not what I started with. I started with some other dumb name called Makia Creations that no one could spell, no one could say, and it was such a hot mess. So I switched it over to pickyourplum.com, and that one stuck. So just choose a name. Don't let that stop you. I'll also put a link down below with the a video that I did about why most people get stuck there. So if you need a little bit of motivation or a little kick in the tush just to choose a name, I will do that for you down below. All right. And once again, nuts and bolts sections of how to do this is in lesson 1 or module 1. Step number 2, remember how you don't have to go find those trending products? Bum, 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 don't. Go check out lesson number 5, and I actually have it broken down by months for you to look at how to find the trending products so you can get your products up and going. So go check out lesson 5. Step number 3, order fast samples. In lessons 2.2 through 2.5, I go step by step on how you can get samples in quickly, because the faster you can get stuff in, the faster you can sell. Okay, one of the ones you'll find below is something called DHgate. Another one's AliExpress. You've also got Amazon, and then another one called fashiongo.net. That's actually just in California. If you're located in the United States, it's usually a 2 to 3 day ship time. Number 1, 2, 3 is open to everyone. You don't have to have any fancy schmancy legal business, anything. But number 4, you must apply. You need an EIN and some invoices. Now, if you're like, wait, Allison, or wait, Fashion Go, I've never had a business before. How do I get invoices? Guess what? All you have to do, this is like a little insider secret, all you have to do is call them and tell them that you're new, and they make an exception for you. Well, that's pretty good information, right? So you don't even have to have that. So you can just go, and make this happen. All right, so here's another example right here. My little Bridges, she did, we had a challenge for her about how she could turn 20 bucks into as much money as she possibly can. I will also link that video down below so you can see what she did too. She literally went to Amazon, and just the regular area, right? There's no like specific wholesale bulk area on Amazon. At one point, it looked like they were going there, but it all stinks. So she just went and bought bulk of these little mushroom things. And from this mushroom, she was able to build a fairy kit. She went in the backyard, broke down sticks, found pebbles, found old purple twine in our basement, and then convinced Jared, my husband, to cut these blocks of little stepping stones for her. And she ended up making a good chunk of change just from a little tiny purchase on Amazon. So if money's tight for you, you know what? Open your mind. See, what do you have around that you can sell to? Little mushrooms, you guys. Magical mushrooms. I did not tell her that. Okay, make note of shipping times. Guys, here's one little hint for you that I go into detail a little bit more. ePacket. Oh, you guys, when you're ordering from DHgate, AliExpress, ePacket is so dang slow. You cannot depend on it for specific holidays. So let's say a holiday like Valentine's is coming up and you're a month away. So it's end of or 1st of January, and you're like, you know, I want to sell Valentine's products, and you buy something on ePacket, it's probably not going to get to you until about 6 weeks. Like, that's average is 3 to 6 weeks, but I always shy on the longest time, because if your products land on February 15th, you're gonna kind of be stuck, right? And so ePacket is super slow. Just make note of that. Now, if it is January and you're thinking about buying spring or even summer products, then ePacket is great. You just have to plan for their inconsistency in shipping times. My favorite one is DHL. A lot of times I will just go and filter DHL only, free shipping, because it just fits what I need a lot of the time. Okay, step number 4, take pictures of your products. Lesson number 8 goes in deep about how to take pictures and how to edit them. So if you're just starting and all you have is a phone, that's fine. I'm going to show you how to pop and make those better. Now, eventually you're going to either want to invest in a photographer, which you can do. There's videos on that, or into a camera, because your pictures, that is like your catalog. That is what you're showing, and pictures sell. If you're taking pictures with your camera on your kitchen table in the middle of the night and you have the orange overhead lights on, your products aren't going to sell. But if you wait till the morning, you take it out in the shade and you stage it correctly, and then you add a little pop, your products are likely to sell a heck of a lot more. So lesson 8, I dive into detail about how to take product pictures. Now, you guys, I'm not a photographer. Never have been, and I'm only figured out how to jimmy rig things, but I built a multi-million dollar company, not billion, $1 million company on how to figure out photography without being a photographer. So don't let that intimidate you. I break it down step by step for you. Okay, number 5, price your products. Lesson 6 plus, bum, 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 bum. I built you a profit calculator. I know it gets me a little excited because I wanted to do this for a long time, didn't know how to do it. I finally figured it out, and I legit have a calculator for you to determine your profits. Made it super easy. You don't even have to pull out your phone calculator. You just put in your numbers and it spits out how much money you're gonna put in your pocket. I can legit play on this calculator for 4 or 5 hours a day. Okay, number 6, submit multiple, wait, that 2 is in the wrong spot. Submit to multiple deal sites. Okay, so you're gonna start with Sassy Stills, Pick Your Plum, Brickyard Buffalo, Boutique Bargain Facebook group, or Stills Network. Note, if you use this shop's lifestyle pictures, you will need to get written permission. So let's say you buy products from Fashion Go and you're like, oh, I like their photography. Do not steal their pictures. You need them to write you an email that says it's okay for you to use their pictures. Okay, number 7, order a small quantity. Order a minimum amount that the deal site requires. End of story. Remember how your pinky promised me in the beginning that you would not spend a lot of money? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You guys, order the smallest amount possible. Sassy Stills, there actually isn't a minimum. So just turn around and sell your samples that you just bought, right? Brickyard Buffalo differs. Every time we email, we get in a different answer. So that one is unconfirmed. Pick Your Plum minimum is $100 in product sales. And when I used to own Pick Your Plum, it was at $600, and then they reduced it to $100. So that number can fluctuate as the new owners get settled in. I'm just putting that out there as to what it is as I record at the time. Jane.com, minimum of 100 products, but there's rumors of it bumping up to 250 products. In the Facebook group, there's no minimum. And Stills Network, also, they differ too. We get answers, different answers each time we ask them that question. All right, step number 8, confirm date with the deal sites. Number 9, you're gonna sell your products. I always think this as game day. Game day's on, game day's happening. This is game day. This is what you've been preparing for the whole time, and it's so fun. And then number 10, after you sell your products, you're gonna celebrate with a donut. Or 12, hello, Krispy Kreme dozen hot and tasties. Oh my gosh, you don't even know you're eating them because they just melt in your mouth, right? Yeah, they're so good. All right, got distracted dreaming of donuts for a second, but you need to celebrate. Celebrate what you've done. Celebrate that you've made this your reality. Put it in the group, #ClanWin, and let us scream and shout. I will be doing it right here in Kaysville, Utah, because you made this your reality. Number 11, you're gonna ship your products. Lesson number 10 goes into detail. Okay, you're gonna wanna get this off your plate quickly. I mean, look at those packages behind this. I mean, look at that picture right there. You think I could have done that? No. I learned how to get shipping off my plate. When I first started, I started slow. I didn't have a warehouse, I had a garage. And so I had to learn step by step by step how to get this off my plate so that you can work less and really focus on what you are good at, and that is selling your product. So 10 tells you how to reduce your time. And then the lesson titled Need to Know, dive into how to work less. All right, step 12, boom, boom, boom. Listen to the ka-chings happening in your bank account. This is when you get paid, which we all love that part, right? Angels sing right there. All right, then the last thing, you're gonna repeat. You're gonna do it again and again and again and again. As long as you want money coming in, you just put it on repeat. How do you think I built Pick Your Plum? I just repeated it. How do I start new businesses and keep them going? I just repeat it. You repeat what works, right? All right, here are the pros, here are the cons about selling on deal sites or selling on other people's platforms. I want to go down a little bit deeper on some of the pros and some of the cons just so that you know what to expect when you're going through this process. Okay, pros, you're going to test products before building a brand. If you're like, what in the devil do I sell? Well, this is so perfect for you because you get to go out there and you get to test products before building a specific brand around a specific niche, right? Let's say you always wanted to sell lotion, as I'm putting lotion on my hands right now. Let's say you just wanted to sell lotion. You've always wanted to. You get out there and you find out that you just maybe don't really like lotion. Well, that's so great because you didn't invest a lot of money in it, right? And so you can go out and then you can test lipstick or pencils or phone cases, whatever it is, right? You get to figure out what you like or what is selling before you put in time, effort, and energy into building a brand. It is lower out of pocket. Remember how I keep saying, don't spend a lot of money, don't spend a lot of money. It's because you don't have to spend a lot of money. That's a big pro, right? You get the cash rolling in faster. You didn't have to go out and build a website and build a whole social media platform and an email list and all that kind of stuff. It allows you to have a platform to go and sell your products on quickly. Next, you get to learn the market quickly. You get to learn the trending products fast. You get to see what sells, what doesn't sell. And it is like the best education ever. Then you get to streamline your system to work out kinks, right? Making sure the system of shipping is all running smoothly, making sure when you order in it's delivered to your address and not your home address from 2 years ago because somehow it got switched, right? You get to work out the kinks as you are growing. You get to pay off the course, boop, 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 and you get real life education that is going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than any business class that you take at any college in the history of ever. It is real life education right now that you're doing. Okay, here are the cons. It's higher competition. When you go out and you buy off DHgate, AliExpress, all the other sites that I just told you, it's what other people are selling. Now, I do have another video down below if you think it's too saturated. You know what? I've sold plenty of saturated products and they still worked. So I'm going to link a video down below too about, you're like, oh my gosh, there's too much competition. You know, there's enough space out there. It's okay. Take a deep breath and I'm going to show you how to find out if it's way, way, way too saturated, it's a little saturated, or you can just knock it out of the park each and every time. So don't be worried about that. But you do have a little bit more a little higher competition. So deal sites, they can say no due to everybody else submitting the exact same thing. Second thing, I just said that you're going to hear no more when submitting to deal sites because, like I said, if something's really hot and trending, everybody's submitting those things. But guess what? There's ways to spice it up and increase the value so that you actually have the best product out there ever. And I talk about that a lot too. All right, we were talking about saturation, lower margins. Okay, when you are ordering from DHgate, AliExpress, Fashion Go, Amazon, you're dealing with a middleman, a vendor. You're not getting manufacturer's prices. You're dealing with the middleman. So your margins are going to be smaller. That's just the name of the game. You have less money in, there's less risk, and so your margins aren't as great. Now, when you start growing your brand and importing from China, there's more risk in it, and so the reward's going to be greater. So don't worry about lower margins. You're trying to make money, and you're trying to figure out the system, and you're actually getting paid to do it. So lower margins, it's okay. Use that profit margin calculator and knock it out of the park. All right, lower sales on deal sites. An average is about $50 to $300 on a deal site. It's not your thousands and thousands of dollars. So if you sell between $50 to $300, you can consider yourself a hero because you did it. And that's just kind of the average right there with selling on deal sites and other people's platforms that I listed above. And another con, it is not brand building. When you buy from Pick Your Plum or Jane, when you get the product at home, you don't say, oh, I got it from the Le Boutique shop, right? You say, oh, I got it from Jane, or I got it from Pick Your Plum. You're not on there to build your brand. You're on there to help build the marketplace brand, which has its pros and cons that we just talked about. All right, now, if you are getting no's along the way, go back to the roadmap and I walk you through what to do and what to fix. But if you get denied, that means either your product stinks, your pricing is too high, the market is way oversaturated, or your products are not good. Guess what? Don't be offended. Don't be offended. They don't hate you. They have no clue who you are yet. Don't be offended. Go back through lesson 5, module 5, watch over it again. Okay, just watch over it again. And then on the roadmap that you're going to see a little video of talking about switching prices and pictures and products and what you can do to help make a better offer. You guys are reselling a product here. You're reselling what other people are selling also. You're not building a brand. All you have to do is tweak it. Just submit again with new products or new pictures. I've seen this happen so many times in the 0 to 100K system in the Because I Can Clan members, where people are like, oh, I submitted a product and I got told no. And I'm like, okay, just tweak your offer or tweak your pictures. And they come back and they're like, oh my gosh, I got accepted, right? So you just have to be willing to tweak and try things out. So follow the roadmap and it will tell you what to switch. And don't be offended. Don't take it personally. It's not you. I promise. Now, when you become this big, huge, successful brand, they'll be chomping at the bit to get a hold of you. Okay, so here's a warning right here. Don't get blacklisted on these sites. How do I know about blacklisting? Because when I owned Pick Your Plum, we had to blacklist. And these were the things that helped us to decide whether or not to blacklist someone. And the reason for blacklisting is because it damages the brand. It damaged Pick Your Plum, or it will damage Jane, or it will damage Sassy Stills. They don't want their reputation damaged. As a deal site or as the Facebook groups, they've worked really hard to let you sell on their platform. And so they want to keep their reputation up. And so see, these are some of the things that will get you blacklisted. Number 1, you don't get samples. And you sell your product and the product comes to you and you ship it to your customer and the product is junk. Don't do that. You need to get samples. I know there are sites like Oberlo and a few others that will drop ship from China directly to your customers. I will tell you right away, we legit banned any of those people. That just doesn't work. We tried it a couple times, drop shipping from China to our customers, and we ordered something blue and it would come in as a pink tutu or something like that. Something totally, completely different. It was such a mess, so don't do that. Then next thing, don't overprice your products. Remember what I talked about earlier? The way of doing this is lower margins. Now, as you build your branded site, you can increase your margins drastically, but when you're in here getting your feet wet, you can expect lower margins, and that's okay. Remember, when you make sales, you're still gonna make money. When you start growing and branding, then you can make more money. That's just the way this game is played. And then shipping out on time. If you do not ship out on time, you will get blacklisted. You need to make sure that if you say that you have a product in hand, you actually have the product in hand. Don't do any pre-selling on deal sites. And if you don't know what pre-selling is, that's okay. There's a section later on that. But ship out on time with the products that you currently have in your hand. Okay, now if you're like, oh, but what, Allison, what if I only make like $25 a day? That's like 2, I don't know, donuts or something. Maybe 2 dozen donuts, right? Well, if you do the math, You guys think about it. $25 in your pocket a day is $9,000 extra a year. And what if you got to $200 a day? That's $73,000 a year. So this can add up very, very quickly in your pocket and help you get that $100,000 goal. Okay, now I know I went really fast, and if you are absolutely overwhelmed and confused, guess what the most beautiful thing is? There's a replay button. Watch it. And then another thing, you will start to feel overwhelmed. I can 120% guarantee it, because that is Satan getting in your head. You'll hear me talk about this so much. Satan is getting into your head. He doesn't want you to do this. He wants you to live the chains of financial stress. Like, that's what he likes to do. He likes us to be miserable, right? And he knows that if we do this, we're going to go and have that financial freedom. How do I know? Because I did it. And Satan still tries to get me. And I've learned over the years to kick him out of my head. So we actually have a hashtag going around that says hashtag kick Satan in the teeth. So get Satan out of your head. You are meant to do this. I know you can. You've got all the resources. Go over to the 0 to 100K Facebook group. We support you over there. If you have any questions, that's why we're here for you. Get out your roadmap and then start checking it off so that you can get to your 100K goal even faster. You guys, I'm so excited for you. So excited for you. And I'm here for you. Go over to the Facebook group if you ever get stuck. And I will see you guys in the lessons down below. Bye.